then I saw what she was doing, and I was like, "Oh, interesting." And then she got like the outside of the baguette like nice and crusty, and the hot dog was warm. The only thing is you got to get like the big bite hot dogs, the ones that we sell at McQuaid's. They're like a big fat hot dog.
Best hot dogs ever. Yes.
That's right. See, another convert. I keep telling people this. People are like, "Oh, the real." I'm like, no. Every person that I have ever had try this hot dog, they're like, "That is the best hot dog I have ever had."
Was it the Hummel Big Bites?
Hummel Brother Big Bites.
I'll have to buy a pack.
You've never.
Mike, you're killing him.
Mike, we gotta make you live life a little.
You're killing him before Lawrence kills him.
You work in the meat department.
Well,
They're on sale. All right, they're on sale for $3.99 right now. Do yourself a favor and grab like 4 hot dogs. Go home, burn the fuck out of them, throw them on a bun, mustard only.
Mustard.
Don't. Do you put ketchup on your hot dog?
No.
I do. I definitely do.
There are only
That doesn't
3
surprise me,
acceptable
Dave.
toppings. Mustard, sauerkraut, and sometimes relish.
But not sweet relish.
No. Dill relish.
Hot dog relish. Dill relish.
I don't know.
If I eat 4 hot dogs in a sitting, which I've done maybe a couple times, one of them will have mustard and ketchup on it. Of the 4, 1. All the rest, spicy mustard.
You're not a kraut guy?
No, I am a kraut guy. It always goes to waste because nobody else eats it but me.
Fair enough.
I love spicy brown and sauerkraut.
Baguette.
On like a Georgia Red Hot. Oh my fuck.
Oh my
Anyways, I apologize.
Welcome to D&D. This has been Hot Dogs.
Yeah. Hey.
If you're looking for D&D, you're on the wrong channel tonight.
Nope, y'all been educated. Humble Brother Big Bites. Brown mustard only. If you're a ketchup, you're a fucking heathen.
Next up, tuna.
No!
God. Don't do it.
All right. Last time on D&D and Alamar, it's forever ago, but we are finally back. After scaling the pyramid in search of the vaunted Rakshasa heart, final key ingredient necessary in order to banish the demon shadow lord Kalkaroth, the party encountered what they supposed was a lich running the pyramid. Having abandoned their halfling and gnomish guide outside, hearing sounds as the trapdoor closed, the party made their way up, encountered numerous odd beasts, and overcame odd mental traps. They encountered what appeared to be an enslaved beholder and a gnome-like figure dominating it. Despite their presuppositions regarding the gnome's character, he seemed rather friendly, was happy to talk to the party, and in fact offered them a deal for that Rakshasa heart. Deal with the gnoll problem outside, and he'll give it to you. No problem. After some back and forth, the party agreed, and used the secret trash chute to leave the pyramid. Flying down the outside of the pyramid, the party suddenly came to a stop and slowly floated to the ground. Before them, on the outskirts of the pyramid, they could see the looming shadow of a gnollish horde. A massive figure behind them gave a great howl as the gnoll horde started to move forward. Could the party defeat this massive... Did you mute me, Dave? There we go. Could the party defeat this massive horde coming towards them? Or would they be defeated here and now? Would Kalkaroth soon rule the land? Find out tonight on D&D and Alamar.
You need like a theme, like a bum bum bum.
Well, normally I'd have the DBZ stuff going, but it's hard to pull it up and still get it to play for you. Yeah, you can talk. Oh, you're searching.
The DBZ theme also wouldn't have gone as well with a hot dog discussion.
Oh well.
Or
Alright,
most intense hot dog
where is
discussion.
Switch music. Oh jeez, I can't even mute. You can hear all my little mutterings.
If you want me to mute.
Yeah. Like every time I close screen, it shuts off. Alright. As the Gnollish horde howls and starts to slowly march in your direction, you hear a thump sound as something drops to the ground behind you.
I turn around.
You see what appears to be 3 bubbling yellow vials wrapped in with a leather thong, a note attached to them.
I take the note off and read it aloud.
You see in an archaic script the words, "Try and actually make use of those orbs of yours, would you?"
I take my orb out of the bag.
I totally fucking forgot about the orbs.
That's kind of why I did the note.
Anyone with
Alright, I take my green orb out of my bag.
Alright. As you examine the note and start to pull your orbs out, you note. Give me a perception, everybody.
Hey, Belmar, where's your orb?
I miss this character so much. This is one of my favorites. This might beat Jax.
Does this beat your elven barbarian that jumped off the building?
I haven't had a moment like that, but yes. If I were to have that type of moment with him, it would be hands down. But right now, how I've played him, which has kind of been a little bit out of my wheelhouse, I've really enjoyed it. Is my perception minus sound?
No.
Alright, and that would be...
This is visual.
I'm gonna take my black orb out.
Ryan, don't forget you get to add your dex to your damage.
That's true. Alright, is that everybody? Adam, you got a 20 on that as well?
Yeah.
D6 plus 1 horse shit for the past fucking 10 levels.
You've done enough damage without it.
Doesn't matter.
He's gonna deal so much damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal a lot of damage now.
I'm waiting for the first attack on the big Gnoll to just be a critical miss. He shoots himself in the leg or something. Just plaques.
As you start to pull the orbs out, you take note that there appears to be a massive storm cloud hovering over the horde that approaches you and seems to be spilling in black tendrils in your direction. What particularly catches your eye are the random strokes of lightning, which, unlike the blinding white light you're used to, appear to be arcing purple energies. And the words of Badger's favorite phrase, not natural.
So we're fighting a Norm horde and...
Null.
Or, I'm sorry, Gnoll horde and some sort of black magic?
As I said, you see a massive fanged figure literally waist above everything else in the horde.
Just howling at this storm.
Yes. As you all pull out your orbs again, the beast lets out a massive howl, and you can see the black tendrils of energy flying even faster, rushing in your direction. Everybody give me a wisdom save.
Oh, thank God. Oof. Badger.
Yeah.
Alright, so start with Belmar. Belmar, you suddenly get a craving to take and claim trophies, bloody or not, and adorn them upon yourself, for all to see and fear you.
It's the whisperings of an old god.
Badger, you suddenly find your blood pumping hot. The flow of anger seems to catch you up. And not only do you have an urge to act upon it, but you have an urge to stoke others around you into becoming just as angry and attacking in a mob. You hear a booming voice echoing over the field. Give me a perception check, everybody. Sound related. Alright, Baracus, Belmar, you note nothing odd about it outside of that you're hearing this voice across such a distance. The rest of you realize you're actually hearing a massive booming howl. The voice, the words are actually appearing only in your head. And you hear?
Given to the destruction, the pyramid must fall. The gnome must be eaten.
Sounds like a wedding.
And the power of this place must be destroyed. The power of the gods must be unleashed for the true butchery to begin.
That scratched the throat up.
I muted. You have to do it again.
You muted me for that?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to smack you one. I was really about to smack you one right there, dude. Alright, everyone roll initiative.
When you roll max and two people beat you. It feels.
Get improved initiative, bitch.
Nice
Thanks, Dave. Glad you enjoyed that.
Alright, Ryan, what you got?
My action?
No, what do you have for your initiative?
22. It's up there.
I'm not looking at the screen right now. I'm trying to write everything.
Oh, sorry.
I can
22.
spell for you.
Awesome.
Well, you didn't, Dave, did you? What was yours, Badger?
Badgers is 22.
22. Trayvon.
Dave, read them out.
Trayvok
Which one did
is
you use?
19.
Perfect.
Mars is 22.
Or Belmar.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm
Brackets
sorry.
is
Melissa
21.
needs help with something.
Yeah.
And I'm 18.
Alright. So at present, the horde is roughly 200 feet or so away from you. Belmar with the 22, you tie Badger. Since Ryan just stepped away, you'll go first.
How many feet away did you say?
About 200.
Well, then I'll just return to carefully put down the pyramid.
You want to what?
Put Rurik's body down by the pyramid because I was still carrying it.
Okay.
And I'm going to revert form, in my beast shape. And I will ready a. You know, I'm gonna dodge.
You're gonna what?
Dodge.
Dodge.
Dodge. I kept hearing nudge. I'm like, what? Nudge what? What are you talking? All right. That's it. See?
Yeah, that's it.
That brings us to Badger, who stepped away.
Did we in long rest, right?
No, you have not long rested.
We did short rest.
Didn't we long rest at one point when they said come back tomorrow?
Oh yeah, you did.
Like
didn't you?
several times?
Yeah, you long rested at the door for a while until you figured it out.
Oh, okay.
All right. We're gonna assume he's gonna wait till Brax's turn. So Badger will go to a 21, and we'll go to Brax's turn.
I'm gonna move.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
Yes.
He's gonna do that without hurting the throat. Damn.
I'm gonna move 30 feet to the right and cast levitate and raise myself 20 feet in the air.
All right. Anything else?
My wild magic does not trigger.
Okie dokie. Done.
Yep.
All right, Badger, you're up.
Alright. How far away are these from me?
From you, 20 feet. 200 feet. 200.
The Gnolls are 200 away?
Yep. You can tell there's a massive horde of regular gnolls. You can see a few odd-looking ones in their ranks, and then a few larger ones, and then the massive one.
I want to focus on my orb and see what it does.
What color did you have?
Green.
All right. Give me a perception check.
$25.
All right. As you look closely at the orb, you can see the swirling energy within, and you can visibly see it seeming to pulse with some kind of energy. And you can feel yourself mentally being drawn into it, having no actual effect upon you, but you can just feel like a mental tugging sensation.
I'm going to give in to that sensation in hopes that I can figure out how to use this thing.
You get the urge to smash the orb into your chest.
We've never had any problem smashing orbs before, guys.
Drag hurt. Here we come.
I do it.
All right. As you do, coiling green energy seems to lash out, wrapping itself about your body. You feel yourself growing larger, taller, stronger, and your perceptions seem to become enhanced. For an unknown duration, you gain plus 2d8 temporary hit points. You grow to large size. You get plus 4 to strength, plus 4 to constitution, and advantage on perception checks. As for any spells or previous injuries, the injuries are healed. Your mind feels revitalized and you regain any expended spell slots.
And you said 2d8. You want me to roll it?
Yep, go ahead.
Alright, so I got an additional 12. So I'm at 110.
Don't forget you're feeling that anger.
I know.
If his
Sorry. No, if my constitution goes up, so I get...
2 extra hit points per level.
So I'm at 130. My 10
As you all visibly see Badger suddenly become massive, taking over a large square. His entire body seems to be pulsing with green cords of, you're not sure whether it's vegetation or muscle, but it seems to have grown in and about him.
And you said plus to perception?
Yep, they have advantage on perception.
Including sound?
Yep. You feel no sense of injury at this point.
Oh. What's the range on magic missile? I don't even know.
120, I believe. Yes, correct. 120.
Alright. To the party. Okay. And I'm going to roll
I
a
organized a shoe closet.
persuasion in hopes of convincing them.
Take Kinsley for a walk.
It has all come down to this, friends. This is the day where we prove to our gods that we are here for a reason. And it is to destroy this Gnoll infestation. To prove ourselves among the greats. To be everything we were always intended to be. And my persuasion is an 18.
Everybody can either choose to roll to counter that or give in by default your call.
Palor demands the blood of the wicked.
You said that aloud?
Yes.
Correct. Give me a wisdom check.
15.
Here.
I didn't think Palor demanded blood from anybody.
I hates evil things.
Dave, give me a persuasion check or default give in to Badger's statement calling for an all-out attack.
Persuasion of a 7.
So, likely you're giving in. Anybody can verbally respond to Badger's statement right now out of turn if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to.
Yeah, I'll say we're not heathens. I don't know what his statement was. I don't know, he's blindly attacking.
All my friends are weak, take it slow.
Thanks, Ashley.
She said we bent. If you guys didn't hear.
Alright, Trayvon, you're up.
I roll my shoulders in response to Badger. Never been one to turn down a fight.
Fuck is that thing?
Don't look.
Alright. I still have an attack. Well, you're letting everybody else
sorry.
respond
Yeah,
first?
they want to respond, yeah.
Okay. I'll wait.
Nope, I responded.
Alright, you want to do anything else, Badger? Anybody want to respond to him? Alright, anything else, Badger?
Yes. Many a thing.
Oh, you have a melee range with reach now, FYI, due to the large size.
Ho ho ho! Alright, so. Alright, so. You said the Gnolls are 200 feet away?
Yeah.
The front line is 200 feet away?
Adam, if I have to, I have it on another sheet I can pull up, but I can verify if anyone wants to lie.
I'm not trying to insinuate lying necessarily. It's just one of those like I thought he had because I knew I took a color that he hadn't specifically said. So.
All right, I'll pull it off.
I remember my mentality of being sorry, bad timing. Ryan, go ahead.
So I am going to. What happens if I wild shape?
What if you wild shape?
Wild
Do I
shape into
stay
something
large?
bigger.
Is it large? No, not necessarily. You don't know the effects of what just happened to you, but to your knowledge, no.
No, I'm not gonna do that then. All right, so I'm going to knock an arrow to my short bow, and I'm looking for a caster in their ranks. You said there were ones that looked different from the typical warrior, so that's what I'm like a mythic of sorts.
Tell me what you're looking for in terms of what you believe would identify a caster.
Robes, staff, hooded.
Greyhawk, I have you with the red, Baracus, I have you with blue.
Why do I have blue? All right, I remember it differently. My bad.
Greyhawk red, Baracus blue, Belmar yellow.
Chris is just mad because he thinks red is fire and he's gonna burn things.
Literally, the argument.
That's what I just. I literally posted that 2 minutes ago. My notes are wrong. I apologize.
I've had the option to take red.
He's dirty.
I don't know why I have red written down.
If she's cooking you guys food, I'll come over and stream from there.
Well, if you came over, maybe I would have cooked food.
Oh.
Eh.
Welcome to D&D in the Land of Alamar, first annual grill and kill.
I've loved food tonight already.
Alright, so do I see anything matching said description?
What's your perception roll?
Oh, you didn't ask me for a perception roll.
Roll a perception and tell me what you're looking for.
Well, I told you what I was looking for, and I get advantage to perception. 16.
You catch no sign of any gnolls wearing robes or wielding staff. The closest would be a few with what looks to be a three-headed flail on a larger pole.
Fuck it, I'll shoot at them.
All right.
It's different. Kill him.
You want to repeat with your bow? I'm pretty sure that's disadvantage.
Is it? Because my range is 80 to 320. Oh, is 320 my max?
Advantage. 320 would be your max, yeah.
So 200 disadvantage.
Beyond 320, the bow is physically incapable of firing. Is what that means.
Gotcha. That being said, 20.
Natural or otherwise?
No, non-natural.
All right. That's a hit.
Are they undead?
No. Do you have any other effects against certain types? Type might apply. I'm just not going to reveal it until you would otherwise know.
Nope, just undead. The bow is the bow gives me additional damage against undead.
Do you have a favorite enemy, a fiend or something?
Yeah, I thought you
Favorite
had-
enemy is undead and fiend.
I thought you had Colossal Slayer.
I have Colossal Slayer, or Colossus Slayer, but that doesn't have anything effect with this. Colossus Slayer is once they're under their max hit points, I get another D8 added to. Alright, so damage. Ten damage. Now I'm assuming because of all the other things I've done that I don't get my extra attack.
Correct.
So 10 damage to the Gnoll with the big flail.
Okay. Noted. Anything else?
Nope, I just simply knock another arrow.
Alright. As the arrow flies through the air, you can hear a yelp of surprise as the arrow strikes home at a great distance. Greybach, you're up.
I too will focus on my orb.
Your color is red, right?
Yes.
Alright. Give me a perception check.
22.
You get a sense of overwhelming cold. You have a desire to fling this orb away from you.
It's a bomb!
Your body getting colder the more you grip it and hold it. Almost as if your body heat is being sucked in.
I don't think I can throw 200 yards though, so.
Give it to me, I can throw it that. Rig up a pulley system. A slingshot.
You've got a giant gnome next to you.
Throw me!
Maybe from small to large. Giant green pulsing gnome.
Imagine if it was already medium.
I don't know, I'm a fat little dwarf though, so.
Anything?
Not that I feel like I can do, so I'm gonna move forward.
How far?
My full 25.
Okay. Alright, straight left, move forward. Anything else?
I don't believe so, but 1 second. No. Nothing else at the moment.
You said 1 second still?
No. I said no, I'm all set.
Urfer, you're up.
I'm gonna look at my black orb.
You look at it. Well,
Think of how we worded things differently, Dave.
You can inspect it.
why did you roll twice?
I rolled a 1.
No.
Um, so 11.
Give me a wisdom check.
Your orb's gonna call you stupid.
17.
Alright. As you stare at the orb, you seem to grow fascinated with it until you realize the edges of your vision are going dark. You realize staring at it has almost made you completely blind before you jerk your eyes away from it, and the effects seem to go away. However, you realize your turn's up.
Yay!
4 rolls get 4.
Lawrence, I can't hear you anymore. I'm not sure if that's because Dave's moving around or what.
It shouldn't be. It's on the double that has to move. Can you hear me? I can hear
I can hear
him.
you now that he's done shaking his head.
Oh, Dave, you sure you have it coming through the snowball and not your headset mic?
Yeah.
Seemed like it was doing fine. A massive howl, a large portion of the Gnolls army surges forward 60 feet closer.
Can you hear me now?
Ooh. Yeah, I can hear you, Dave. You're quiet, but I can hear you.
Or I meant anyone else.
Yeah,
I can hear you, but you're very quiet, like he said.
I'm talking to you through the headphones. She's crated staring at us, Dave. If you go back to that, and I'll put my own mic back on, Dave.
I'm just wondering why we're.
Later. So the massive figure behind seems to stomp forward, careless of the Gnolls. It literally squashes beneath its feet. The massive beast seems to grow a little bit closer, literally. Even above that. Told you she was standing out from the crate. Even above Badger's newly increased size, the figure's eyes glow with a malevolent red. You can literally feel hunger oozing from the saliva-gripped jaws. You see what appears to be a massive, mutated form of a gnoll. In its wake, it drags a 3-headed flail, each ball the size of one of your bodies. A red pulsing aura seems to emanate from it with every step. And it gives another howl. Everybody give me a wisdom save. Adam's away and missing his. Ryan and missing yours. Urker, you suddenly feel your anger growing in your chest, almost uncontrollable. You really feel that Badger's initial speech was accurate, and you feel the need to attack, to rip something limb from limb. Why are you giving me that face? It's creepy.
Because look how cute she is. Why would I be so angry? Okay.
Hey, Danny. He's in there.
I'm enjoying every single facepalm.
Alright, when Adam gets back, someone remind him to roll a wisdom save for me. Alright. You see moving from the mass of gnolls a thick creature you've met before, what appears to be a large mass of skeletal-looking gnolls. Their body is completely wasted down to just a skeletal form, though you get the sense of hunger emanating from them is just as strong as their warm-blooded cousins. You also note that the few figures that seem to stand out from the other gnolls charge forward, moving 60 feet closer as well. Okay, really close to the door or something. Moving 60 feet closer, you recognize that these figures seem to have some kind of unholy energy emanating from their fur. An orangey energy seems to burst not only from their fur, but from their eyes. And among them is the larger flail-wielding figure that was shot earlier. They each give an echoing howl with that of the larger figure. I thought she was going to bed and she starts cleaning, Dave.
I'll remind her.
Badger, you're up. Or Belmar, you're up, sorry.
We'll say hi.
All right. So how close are the closest figures now?
Penny.
The massive figure is about 100 feet from you. The
Penny.
witherlings, normal gnolls, and the oddly demonic ones are 140 feet from you.
Okay. What's the terrain looking like? Kind of like open desert everywhere?
Open desert, yeah.
Okay. First off, I'll look to Badger. Badger, those vials. Did they contain anything useful? Remember
Penny.
those 3 vials he dropped with the note.
I just hold them out to him. Staring malevolently at the figures approaching.
Well, I'll take them. Would it use my action to try one and see what it is?
If you're trying to just like finger dip in and taste it,
Yeah.
see what the results, yeah, that'll take the round.
Penny.
Okay.
Hey.
Shit, I'm not gonna do
If
that.
you want to just down one, no problem, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm afraid of the results.
Why? They were given to us by our friendly gnome.
Yeah, but I don't want to waste it. What if it's something like...
It's not a waste. We're
in a big fight, man.
yeah.
Let the skilling.
It's 4 on like 200.
All right, so if I down one, it won't cost me my action.
Swapping a potion will not cost you an action. No.
All right, I'll down one.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Benny.
Hey, Benny.
How are you?
See everybody waving? Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody waving.
Big thing.
Oh, you done?
What?
Big thing.
All right, I'm out.
She's got temporary tattoos waiting in the kitchen.
Can't argue with those.
So yeah, I down a potion.
All right.
You
You
die.
suddenly feel your mental fortitude to become enhanced. You're not sure how many uses, but you have advantage on wisdom saves. And you also heal 2d4 hit points.
All right. I call out to the party. These seem to help fight the urges coming from that malevolent beast. If you'd like one, just let me know. And I'll kind of fasten them to my waist. And then I will step forward, 20 feet, and I will cast Maelstrom, shooting for a location. Oh, by the way, Xanathar's Guide to Everything, page 160. I'm aiming for a good medium ground between the giant figure and the gnolls behind it.
Okay, so you're doing it between the two?
Yeah.
The big one's 100 feet from you, the others are 140, so you can literally put it between them.
Well, no, it has a 30-foot diameter, so that's a 60. Or no, I'm sorry,
It's
30
60 foot, yeah, so yeah, sorry, you're right. You could catch everybody in it. Fair. Not bad. Damn. I take out a lot of gnolls with that.
What'd you cast?
Maelstrom.
So where do you want it? Which foot marker do you want?
Hey,
Which
guys.
foot marker?
So say the gnolls at marker 100, the big one, and the other ones are at marker 140. You've got a 30-foot radius, so where's the center point?
Penny wants to show you guys her tattoo.
Your max range is 120 feet.
You see Penny's sweet tattoo that she wants to show
Well, I also
everybody?
moved forward. Ooh.
Wow. She can't even hear me, but I'm in like dad mode right
I
now.
realized that as well, yeah. I was like, ooh, oh wait, you can't hear.
Oh, I was just amazed. So yeah, I move forward, what, 20 feet?
Yep, so you can literally center it right on them, you can center it on the big guy, somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between, maybe a little bit further behind the big guy. I'm trying to get as many gnolls as possible, but I don't want the big guy on the edge.
But you gotta tell me where you want it.
Center.
You want it
let's just-
110 feet away? You want it 90 feet from you, which would put it 10 feet behind the big guy?
Yeah, I'll put it 95 feet from me, so 15 feet behind the big guy.
How many feet behind the big guy?
15 feet.
15 feet? Okay. Alright, and that's when he starts his turn. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind.
But Daddy, you can't get through these pages yet alone.
I can't believe this shit.
Alright, so a massive storm of wind bursts up from the point you indicated, spewing sand in a circular pattern, lashing out at both Gnolls and the massive figure approaching you. Anything else?
I'm done.
Badger.
Alright, so now I need a DM ruling. So he just cast Maelstrom, which makes this stormy conditions, correct?
Yes.
Under Call Lightning, if you are outdoors in stormy conditions when you cast Call Lightning, the spell gives you control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one. Under such conditions, the spell's damage is increased from D8 to D10.
Alright, I would allow it, but I would require an opposing concentration check between you and Belmar to see who controls it. Your storm would take over and subsume his spell if you win, or his spell would result and you would have no control over it, so you'd have normal damage if you failed.
So I could allow him to continue dealing damage, and me continue dealing. How much damage are you dealing, Mike?
6d6 to everything in the Maelstrom.
Assuming it fails a strength save.
Yeah. If they succeed, I guess it's no damage.
Okay, whereas mine is a bolt of. So when I cast a spell, I choose a point from within range. Each creature within 5 feet of that, and it's a 60-foot radius. So each creature within 5 feet of that 60-foot radius must make a Dex saving throw, or I deal 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. It increases by, so I would be dealing 4d10. How much are you dealing? 66?
6d6, and I'm also wondering if Gnolls are more strength-based or dex-based.
Strength.
All right.
Out of character
So what you
knowledge.
do is you create a point within 100 feet that you can see, and you create a 60-foot radius. Within that radius, you can choose a point for each bolt.
So if you were to take control of my spell, and we both still or if you just tagged on to mine, you could strike anyone in the maelstrom, but not outside it.
No, his spell would expand it to the 60-foot radius. It's just your spell would dissipate if he won.
Oh, okay.
He creates a 60-foot radius. Within that, he can choose points where you can blast and hit anybody within 5 feet of that blast point.
So if they're all like running towards us, I can be like the big guy, and then one within 5 feet of him, and then that guy, and that, and I can distribute. So I
Your
don't know.
call. If you want to cast that spell, I'm going to require the concentration check. If your spell is encompassing that radius of his.
Or I can just start hucking magic missiles.
Do what you want to do.
Alright, I've got one more thing. I just wasn't sure, so let me check one more thing.
No, that was a good call for DM ruling. That's unique use.
So serious.
Why are you highlighting what I wrote, Dave?
Alright, I'm going to... In my blood frenzy, I'm going to yell to the heavens, Maleki, your will be done! And I cast Call Lightning.
Alright. You have 100-foot range to pick a point.
Alright, so... So it's 100 feet up and 120 feet deep at max. How far away are they?
You
100?
pick a point within 100 feet, and it's a 60-foot radius from that point that you create a storm with lightning.
Alright, so I'm trying to focus on the big guy and kind of... I'm trying to focus on the center.
Well, the
Okay,
big
so-
guy is 40 feet in front of the rest of the horde.
Alright, so I'll put it... Alright, so I'll have it so that it's not... No, I'll put it on him.
Centered on him.
Because everyone's going to be running through that section. Behind him. It's so hard because there's so many mobs.
That was the idea.
I understand that, but I'm trying to deal max damage. And if I'm actually the caster looking at this, I could be like, that's where I want it. Where...
Well, do you want it generally in front of the big guy, centered on the big guy, a little behind him?
A little in front of so that he takes damage. I want him to at least take damage for at least 2 turns.
You just saw him move 100 feet, so...
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be on us next turn.
So you could, if you want to make sure he takes damage on next turn, you'd have to have yourselves underneath the storm at some
Yeah,
degree.
which I'm not going to do. Alright, so let me have him... I want him to take... Giving this to the DM, I want him to take damage this turn, but I want to maximize my damage to the Horde.
I mean, I think you had the right idea. Either center on him or a little in front of him then.
Alright, so I'll center on him for the cast.
Alright, give me your concentration checks, opposed, please. Whose will is stronger?
Well, I just add base wisdom to that, right?
Concentration is constitution. But in this case, you're right. We'd make it wisdom.
All right. Mine's 22.
You said it's base wisdom?
Yeah, for this point, you could use it. If you're proficient in it, you still add that. If you've got any other modifiers, add that. But instead of your constitution modifier, use your wisdom modifier.
Oh, any other modifiers, too.
All right, so I can't beat a 22 even if my unless I rolled a 20. I couldn't beat a 22.
All right. Well, then you're unable to subsume his storm, so you do normal damage as if you didn't have the storm to utilize.
Which is fine. So he continues to deal damage as normal, and I continue to deal damage as normal.
Best case scenario.
Yeah. Well, if you start crunching numbers, it's splitting fucking hairs because it's like, what'd you say, 40-6 versus 40-10?
Yeah. So you can still get like 4 maximum.
So my max is better than your max.
Yeah.
But at that point, you're still... Anyways, alright. So my concentration was a 17.
Alright. You get the spell off.
So the spell goes off.
Not only do you have a maelstrom on the ground, but the storm clouds overhead start to warp into massive thunderheads. And you can see crackles of normal electricity side by side with the arcing purple energy from before.
Lawrence, and now seeing nature as it's intended to be, can I make it opposed against my bloodthirst?
No.
Okay.
Are the storm that was just created and, let's say, the rift with the tendrils equal height?
Yeah, they seem to be mixing and intertwining.
Wait, my call lightning and their storm?
Yeah.
So they're fighting against each other.
Now quick, set it on fire, Baracus.
Burn those storm clouds.
Alright, so as I see the thunderheads gather and basically the fighting storms, I have a brief moment of weakness, and under my breath I say,
Okay.
Maleki, this is yours and yours alone to win. And I touch my dagger of Maleki as I say it.
Alright, so I assume you're calling a lightning bolt?
Yep.
Give me a concentration check, please.
Nat 20.
Alright. As you go to call the bolt, you can feel an almost unholy resistance against your pull, almost as if the storms fighting above were making it difficult for you to direct it how you wish. You, however, are successful, and you can target at will.
Target the storm itself.
I attack the darkness.
All right, so the largest figurehead is 40 feet from anybody else.
He's 100 feet out. You haven't moved forward, so he's 100 feet from you. He's about 80 feet from Trevok, who's the furthest forward.
But there's nobody else around him.
Oh, right, yeah. He's 40 feet from his closest ally, as far as you can tell.
All right, now his followers that are using the flails as well.
Yes.
Are there other creatures around them?
Oh, yeah. They're in the midst of the hood.
All right, so I'm trying to deal maximum damage. So any one of his followers with the three-headed flail, surrounded by other gnolls, is where I'm calling the first blast.
You want to target the long-handled one you hit before, or one of the others?
Actually, no. You know what? No, because I won't be able to hit him next turn. So I'll hit the big one first.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the big one this turn. I forgot he moves so fast that I won't be able to.
Oh, but he's on difficult terrain.
What's that?
He's on difficult terrain, so hopefully I can hold him for another turn at least.
You think he's going to fail his strength check on you?
Oh, not wonder.
So difficult terrain.
Yeah, so his speed gets reduced.
Alright, so I get to roll, 3d10 plus spell attack bonus?
No. No, just with
So it's just 3d10?
Yeah.
Alright. .26 damage for full unless he makes a dex save.
What's the DC?
$14.
He succeeds. So is it halved on that?
Yep.
So is, how much? 26?
Yep.
Alright. You note that much of his fur seems to shrug off or dampen the electrical impact. However, he does let out a blood-curdling howl in response to the strike, as the sand around him erupts in a blast of lightning strike. Anything else?
Who the hell are you?
Let's die! Passed the first field test.
Concentration up to 10 minutes. So with concentration checks, I suck at caster. So with concentration checks, if I were to enter melee combat, I would be making concentration checks at disadvantage, correct?
Nope, you'd only take concentration checks when you're taking damage or for another reason. In melee, it doesn't cause you to lose your concentration.
Basically, every time you get popped, you're going to have to make a concentration check.
Okay.
Yeah. Or for a reason like for while you're battling the storm. In which case, that's more you pitting your will against the other.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay. Baracus.
Baracus is unsure what to do, so he is going to roll a d20. Low, I use the orb. High, I start thinning out the numbers. I roll low. I'm going to focus on the orb.
Give me a perception check.
Perception is a 17.
You seem to be drawn into the pulsing blue energy. You can feel the hairs on your arms start to rise of their own accord, and you feel a tingling sensation run through your limbs.
That could mean a lot of things. Do I feel put off, or do I feel like I'm into it?
That's what you felt.
No glimpse of what it wants him to do. Like
I will lean into it.
You lean into it, so you're trying to. Are you embracing it then?
Lean into it, yeah, I'm embracing it.
Alright. And you suddenly feel the sensation of your palms almost cracking the skin of the orb. And you feel your palms sinking in almost as if it's cracking and shattering beneath your grip. You continue.
Yeah.
With a blast, the energy of the orb seems to course into your fingertips, into your chest, and you feel a pulsing wave of energy calling for a target for you to release it towards.
I release it towards the big dude.
Alright. Please roll a magic attack roll.
Yell Kamehameha.
25.
Please roll a critical lightning bolt damage.
Gotta look at the spell. It's 8 dice 6. What's critical on this? I don't. Wow. 16 die 6. That's
At the
kind of
same
hot.
time, you want to make note, you don't know how long it'll last, but the tingling energy within your limbs doesn't seem to dissipate. You get a +4 to Dex. You have, what was it? You get an extra reaction per turn, and you have lightning resistance.
Wait, did you just give Chris an extra reaction?
Yep. I know, it sucks.
I had to double check that one. I thought you were nuts.
I am.
Wow.
God damn it, I came back to just everyone with stunned faces. What I miss?
Breaking the orb gives Barakas an extra reaction per turn.
It's
So
pretty
quicken spell twice in a single turn. Oh, Jesus. So many dice. Hold on. I need to get the calculator out. Good lord. 76 damage.
Alright. Once again, you feel the creature's fur seems to provide some resistance. 76, so that would be... Alright, the creature gives a blood-curdling howl, much angrier than the last blast. And that howl seems to rip into each and every one of you. Wisdom save, everybody.
Wisdom, everyone, you said?
Yep. Earther, in addition to the anger you felt before, you suddenly have the desire to taste and bathe in blood. How, if not your enemies, somebody's. You have a craving to be soaked in blood and to cause bloodshed in mass quantities. You're willing almost to start a fight with anybody in the hopes of even seeing blood.
Yes.
I need to roll for Mike when he gets back. So now you've got blood rage going on and blood hunger. The little halfling is going for it.
So I'm going to use both my reactions.
Okay.
Quicken spell, Fireball.
Fireball.
And I'm going to hit the largest concentration of what I feel are underlings.
What's the range?
120 feet.
So did you move up your first turn? I know you moved to the side and
Well, I can move forward 20 feet, which I will do if necessary.
In order to get in range, yeah, you'd have to.
Okay. So
otherwise, 120 feet would only give you range on the large figure.
Alright, 20 feet. And I'm going to hit the largest concentration of underlings.
Alright.
So 18 to half. Did I not roll anything under a 4? Jesus. 41 points of damage.
As the fire blast shoots out from your palm, lashes into the front line, you see Gnoll corpses literally eviscerated in flame. The living ones lose the flesh, and the bone ones turn to ash. You estimate you probably killed at least 18 or 19 Gnolls with that blast. You see
what was the over? Sorry, go ahead.
You see a coursing red energy seems to backtrace the path of the fireball, leading from the corpses and slamming into your chest. Please give me a wisdom save.
20.
Alright, you feel a bit of hunger pangs almost oddly strike you, though you quickly shrug it off.
Don't get wild magic. And I'm going to do it again to the next largest concentration.
Okay.
Four. 29. 30. 37.
Damn. Alright, you see another wave of Gnolls and Witherlings blasted under. One of the hardier flail-wielding Gnolls seems to resist and duck behind one of his allies just in time to avoid the majority of the damage. He lets out a blood-curdling howl as he sees his companions roast beneath your blast. Another wave of red energy flies back along the path of the fire, striking you once again in the chest. Give me a wisdom save.
16.
You feel a sense of unnatural hunger bubbling up in your stomach. You are surprised to find you are salivating such a degree that you literally have to wipe your mouth from the drool. With that realization, however, you shrug off whatever was happening. As you wipe out, did I tell you how many?
No.
Oh, another 16.
What was the over-under for my new wild magic? It was 7, right? I gotta bring up that email real quick. Hold on.
I was gonna say, I've given you this enhanced wild magic, and I still haven't gotten fucking rolled.
Wild magic triggers on 1 to 7. I rolled an 8. Sorry, bud.
My luck. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Dravok.
Alright, so the big one moved forward and is now 80 feet away, you said? Or, well, that's 80 from, what, backline, so it'd be closer for me?
You're muted.
Alright, so the big guy moved forward.
100 feet, so he's 75 feet from you. In the midst of three large storms.
That are centered on him, right? Or
One is centered on him, one he's on near the edge of, kind of. And the other is, centered on him as it's his. Give you an idea, he looks kind of like that.
Damn.
My God.
Dave, stop looking at my tokens.
I can only see the one.
Now you can't see him. We're almost to the point where the battle map is necessary.
Not sure about that.
What?
I'm not sure about that.
Let's see.
Dave, don't spur the DM. Shut the fuck up.
I will cast, I believe, is in range now. You said 75 feet away?
From you, yeah. Everybody's got spells.
Yep.
I know it's amazing. Nobody's been casting anything because we've been so close quartered, and now it's just like
We got room.
just
Go!
blowing the load.
How many people do we have? Okay. I'll point to that.
I will cast Mel's Acid Arrow.
Classic, I don't know if we've seen more than once or twice. Alright, make your range spell, Jack.
It's going to be a 23.
But they flash, a green oozing arrow flashes out from your palm, striking home on the beast. Roll damage. I know. Should drop my charger. I've only got an hour left.
12 damage.
Let me go to one computer, Dave. 12 damage?
Yes. And 2d4 at the end of its next turn.
Yep. Alright, the creature gives a howl as it seems to have no resistance against the acidic effect. Anything else?
What, the party, has anybody else moved forward? I know Chris has moved forward, but is also levitating.
I've got Belmar 5 feet behind you and to your left, and I've got Baracus approximately 25-30 feet to your right in the air.
Oh, I don't know where I was standing initially, but I moved 30 feet to the right, 20 feet forward, and I'm 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
This is a weird ass game of chess.
It's like 3D chess.
Vulcan chess.
Yep.
Let's just nerd out and name different kinds of sci-fi chess.
Big Bang Theory. That's how they play Vulcan chess. But they play Vulcan chess, but it's different. It's like harder.
Oh, that show getting canceled.
Only because Parsons wanted to leave.
What's that?
Hmm?
Which one's that?
That's the autistic dude.
will move forward.
Sheldon is his name.
That's the name.
Did
The
I not say
autistic
that?
dude. He's not autistic.
I thought they revealed he was autistic. Am I making that up?
Pretty sure you made it up.
Alright, I will own that.
Anyways. What was that?
I move forward.
How far?
I'll do 25.
Fucking Pepsi out of the 2-liter.
I didn't make coffee, so.
Adam's living my high school life right there.
Anything else there, Adam?
No.
Okay. Or for your up.
Okay, how far is the big guy away?
From you have not moved forward at all, so he's under feet.
Is there anyone within 30 feet of him?
Of him, no.
No.
Bloodlust, blood hunger.
I'll run forward like 25 feet. And I'll just blast him.
Okay, make your range attack roll. Give me a perception check while you're at it, too. Disadvantage, though.
The first one, and 22, or 21. And, 23 for
What was your perception?
23.
That's a disadvantage roll.
Oh. Yeah, 23.
Damn. What was your attack roll?
21 and what is it? 24, 25?
You
21
had two
and 4.
left?
Yeah.
They both hit.
Nine with the first and 7 with the second. Sports damage.
Alright, your blast strike home as the creature turns its baleful eyes to you. Out of the corner of your eye, you catch looks almost to be a shimmering image of a tree with a large antlered butt beneath it. Seems to call for your attention.
I'm gonna say, blood, blood! And then, like, stop mid stride and concentrate on the horns in my pouch.
Give me a wisdom save.
I rolled like fucking 18s like 5 times in a row, and then I roll a fucking 3.
As much as you try to focus on the horn, it quickly slips from your mind as you shift back to a bloodlust. Your eyes refocusing on your new target.
You target?
Yeah?
Hey guys, it's my turn.
Alright. It's a strength check, right, Mike?
Yeah, it's a strength check.
What's the DC?
DC is that potion. Is that gonna?
No.
All right. Then it's a 16.
Alright. Roll me damage 20 times.
20 times.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna start typing.
Would you roll in that one?
I rolled for a couple different groups.
Oh.
I gotta handle these things in mass.
No, yeah, I get that.
Break them into groups, they get a group save or fail, and then they take damage or go. until they're down to a manageable number, which I assume you guys will do quite quickly.
Apparently.
I'm sorry, Lawrence.
That's why I sent so many.
Like,
I was gonna say, don't apologize to him. There's a reason we're fighting a horde.
like 1,000. Actually,
Yeah, it's like
practice is there.
it's 4v a war front is what we're
Yeah.
at right now.
It's supposed to feel a little overwhelming at the same time. You guys are pretty badass.
Except Dave's trying to kill us.
I feel like you didn't include Dave. We are 5 via 1,000.
I know we're 5.
I said 4.
I know. I'm aware.
This would be one time where I would accept an automated roller, Mike, if you wanted to.
What do you mean automated?
66 20 times, I can understand if you wanted to auto roll it.
So what? Just pick one of the numbers I've rolled so far.
If you've gotten some down, tell me, but
So far the 3 that I have are 20, 21, 24.
all right. Keep going. I need 17 more.
Okay.
Chris, send him an auto roller. Come on.
Yeah, Mike, you can literally open an auto. Yeah,
Yeah.
what he just sent. So you
It's
can
not.
go.
I wouldn't normally approve of it, but in this case, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Just make sure you put the number as the number of die, and then just hit roll.
Well, and you can have the modifier as your actual modifier.
You can get a modifier.
No. My bad.
It's just a lot of d6.
Boom, 77 is what I got.
He's spamming that roll button for a hard number.
Wait. So am I doing the D6 20 times and just keeping track of all those, or am I just doing?
No.
No.
Under the number, scroll over and punch in 20, and then just hit roll.
Yeah.
No, it would be 6, and you do that 17 more times.
Okay.
Not 20 d6. It's 66 20 times.
Okay.
66 20 times? Holy shit.
That's why I said he can use a roller.
I'm over here with Ryan doing 20d6. Like, yeah, fuck him up.
He's hitting the large groups here.
So that's like 120 d6, right? Am
Yeah.
I? Okay, I got 416 damage on the first click.
387, 427, 437.
Thank you.
Mike wins the award for most damage in a single turn.
God damn it! You took the mantle.
I didn't do that on purpose or anything.
Here's my first 11. I got 9 more.
Kid, everything you own is stretched out. Try to get her dressed in a shirt. She puts one arm up through the collar.
Ah, dude, you would have been better off just doing what Canna said.
What did he say? What, do the 120 or something like that? Divide it by 20?
No, 120 as.
This
Okay,
doesn't-
whatever.
All right. That's all 20.
Come here, you.
All right. A single swirling mass, you watch as almost 70 gnolls are whipped around, pulled to the center, and crushed beneath the storm. A number of them are harmed and lumped into the mass, but you can see them pulling themselves from the mass. A number of witherlings, you'd estimate probably another 30 of them, are pulled in and crushed beneath the storm, for a total body count of 170 for you right now.
Yeah.
Good for you, Mike, putting on your big boy pants.
Imagine that lightning strike you get.
A few of them start to climb and try to press through the storm, though they don't get far, they'll live. And you can see a number of smaller packs within the horde pushing their way through with difficulty but without taking damage, as the horde moves 30 feet closer.
But I'm sorry, what happened to the big guy? Is that the one?
He's up next.
Okay.
What was the DC?
16.
He was strength based. Oh, perfect. That actually works. He seems to shrug through the storm with limited issue. His paws crunching as he finally moves on to the board. He gives another blood-curdling howl, and I need a wisdom save from everybody.
That potion just gave me.
Yeah, you have advantage. Cheater.
Oh wow, nice flowers. I wonder where you bought those from at this late hour.
Alright. And then... Alright, you watch as the larger infernal-like gnolls seem to skirt around the storm rather than running right through it. Moving much less distance, but due to their companions' difficulty, are still moved 30 feet closer in result. Bringing us to Belmar's turn.
I can't tell. Which
Yeah, you can't tell anybody on that. Can't tell you.
I thought Belmar just went.
No, that was the end of his turn. That was the end of their turn. They take damage when they start in it. That's Trayvon. That's you. There's Belmar. And there's Baracus. And Badger is off since he hasn't moved yet. He's right here on a die because he's tall now. Belmar?
I'm sorry, just checking the spell. Alright, so that big guy, he moved a lot closer.
Yes.
Nothing else has quite made it past the range of the maelstrom, though, right?
The infernal-looking ones have moved around the outskirts of it. The others are in mass within the storm.
Is
Or boiling
anything...
around the edges.
Are they within 20 feet of him?
Of who?
Of the big guy.
No. You are right here. So you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet from me.
Okay. I am going to cast Erupting Earth, Xanathar's page 155. And I don't
realize Dave failed another roll. Rough and earth, you said. Oh, Adam, go ahead and roll your additional acid damage.
Oh, thank you. It'll be another 6.
Okay.
D4 is
Dave, your blood hunger has grown even stronger. What was the DC? Mike?
Oh, I'm sorry. DC is, I believe, Dex saving throw, 16.
Mike, he succeeds.
Yeah, shit. He takes 9 damage. And that'll be my turn.
That ends your turn?
Yep.
Right. Badger.
Can I call lightning down on one of the infernal groups?
You can.
Oh my god, this is confusing.
Alright. Left or right, which has more members?
At this point, it's hard to estimate just based off of the sheer size of the horde still. You guess there's still over 500 of them coming at you.
But the infernal Gnolls broke left or right.
You've got 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Sorry, that's too much. The one with the larger staff was on the right, the other 2 went left.
Is that Auntie Ash? Look at her.
How many actions do you get a turn?
Where's the Auntie?
You get 1 action per turn.
Here, get out. She thinks she can get in there. That stinks for Laura. Say hi to my friend Ashley.
Alright, so the group that has
Sorry, what?
Alright, obviously I'm looking to... Yeah, cool. I'm obviously looking to maximize damage, so... if I were to avoid the infernals 5 feet from said focal point on the regular Gnolls, how many would I hit?
You could hit... It's 5 feet, so you could hit a maximum of 9. You could either hit a group within the storm or a group on the outskirts. Your storm is large enough to encompass all of them.
Alright, so I will... Which side is thinning? Left, right, or center?
It's just a large mass still. If anything, the center is more thin because it just got a lot of them wiped out.
Alright, so I'll give dealer's choice left or right
It's your choice.
based on how much... Alright, so I'll go left.
Okay.
Calling a strike of thunder down in the middle to deal damage to 9.
Alright. Give me a concentration check.
Concentration is a... It's what, wisdom?
Yeah, do wisdom based.
18.
Okay. Alright, once again, you feel some resistance as you call the lightning down, but have no problem directing it where you will. And it's what? A dex save?
Yep. Dex for half.
What's the DC?
14.
Roll full damage.
Roll full damage.
About a half hour left, Dave, then we're on your computer.
What kind of word is it?
Longbow sword.
26 damage.
Alright, you wipe all 9 of them from the face of the earth with a massive strike. The gnolls fly into the air under the impact of the blast, and a coursing red energy traces up into the storm and then fires down into your chest. Please give me a wisdom save. Let me just see the end.
This was your old one.
No, that's a Mac.
Yeah.
I never had a
11.
Mac.
Good day.
You feel your bloodlust rising. You find your concentration is harder to come by as your eyes start to film red. Crave blood. Give me a concentration check, disadvantage.
Fifteen.
What was it? Sorry?
15.
Alright. You feel as if you're clawing to maintain the spell despite your new blood hunger, but you do manage to maintain your concentration, if only barely.
I will then, in Bloodlust, move onto the battle map.
Alright. The large gnome moves onto the battle map.
That'll be my turn.
Alright. Arrakis the Rex.
Essentially a repeat of last turn.
Fireballs into the
We're going to start with the lightning bolt into the big
You do
dude.
not have the lightning bolt energy right now.
Oh, there's a recharge on it. Duly noted. So yeah, I'm going to use the wand on the largest concentration once again.
Okay. Are you tracking your charges?
Yes, I have been, and I am near full.
Okay.
I think she wants to make it.
35.
Oh my god.
Alright, 35. It's a 30-foot radius? Or 30-foot diameter?
I think it's been a while. Give me 1 second.
That changes how many gnolls you just destroyed.
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius?
20, yep.
Alright. With your fireball, you eviscerate another 20 gnolls and 5 witherlings.
I'm going to quicken and use the 6 of my 10, so I got another double if I get a lightning bolt next turn. Do it again. This time causing a wild magic, but we'll see after damage.
I don't care about damage. Wild magic I care about. You and that corn. You and that corn.
31,
Turn into a plant.
35,
That's in the face.
Great.
Potted plant.
Great.
38 damage, and... Sorry, bud. 14 on the wild magic.
I thought you got one in the first one, though.
What?
You said,
No.
I got a wild magic.
I said I am rolling for wild magic. And the first one was a wand, which doesn't trigger.
For that too.
Asshole.
You got him. You got him all excited.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I was saying this spell will trigger a wild magic, and then I rolled for it.
Asshole.
Or prompts a wild magic. Probably the word I should have used.
18 more gnolls and 7 witherlings.
You just want
As
a
the
unicorn.
pack
and
itself howls. Give me a wisdom save as red energy courses into you twice. So give me 2 saves.
16 and 17.
Even with
All
most of us
right,
being
you
from
can
Milwaukee.
feel a hunger unnaturally rising within your belly. You recognize that this hunger relates not to normal food, but at the sight of the charred gnoll flesh, you start to drool and to ponder, what does it taste like? Before the feeling slips from your mind. Anything else?
I believe all my actions are spent, so suis fini.
All right, Treylock, you're up.
All right.
Difficult terrain all in front of you.
You're forward?
From here forward.
Biggin
Your
is
20-foot box centered on it.
Biggin has slowed his approach, right?
He was slowed before because of the storm. Now he'll be slowed again because of the erupting earth.
Okay, so he's not slowing his pace intentionally. He just
Correct.
okay.
He looms very large, though. You fear you might even now be in his reach if he wanted to.
So
Well, in the other direction.
yeah, I won't be special about it. I'm throwing the orb at him. Lawrence.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. But
I said I'm not going to be special about it. I'm going to throw the orb at him.
oh, you're just gonna throw the orb. Ah, dun dun dun. Give me a ranged attack roll.
Do you guys all see my adorable Christmas picture?
Yes.
Oh,
And you're all jealous of the fact that Melissa is now buying me Star Wars Christmas sweaters.
Yep. It is pretty jealousy inducing.
Those are the only sweaters worth having.
Yep. She told me our new tradition is she's gonna buy me one every year.
Lawrence, 24.
all right. The orb smashes into the creature's chest, bursting into a red and yet icy blast. Please roll 10d8.
Said 10d8. Right? Lawrence?
Yeah, 10d8.
Okay. $48.
What the hell is this still here?
Yeah, just roll and die.
48 damage.
What was that?
48 damage.
48 damage. Alright. As the orb smashes into the ground, not only does it seem to coat the beast in an icy layer, but it seems to almost be frozen in place as the ground within 20 feet turns into jagged ice, partially clamping around its legs and feet. The creature gives a mighty roar in frustration as the air, even around you, suddenly becomes chill.
I thought about waiting until he roared and name his her his mouth.
The creature does roar in anger and frustration. Please give me wisdom saves, everyone.
Dave!
I'm no better.
I love the yelp.
Urfer, not only do you hunger for the sight of blood, but you suddenly have the irresistible urge to taste flesh. Badger, you as well suddenly get the urge to eat either your enemies, or you're even curious about what some of your allies might taste like. And a howl.
Lawrence, I'm sorry, you're breaking it out on my end.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't even be on that. It should be on this. Are you on that up?
You're very clear right now.
Yep.
Alright, just write it down below. I'm holding it out in front of me now.
Nope.
You're breaking out again. Apologies. I hear nothing.
How about now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Dave's doing with the mic over there. Yeah, now it's on that. Thank you, Dave. Baracus, do you two have the hunger for your allies' flesh or your enemies, just flesh in general? You have a feeling, irrational though you realize it, you nonetheless are craving flesh. You are also beset by another howl as a voice sinks into each of your heads.
Given to Yanico's hunger, let the butchery come out.
Committed to the cause.
Alright.
Is that really how your dog barks, Dave?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to feel the
Mike, go ahead and give me 15 of your damage opium.
All right.
Hope you didn't close that tab.
Oh no.
Yeah, taking that tab open.
Mike, you've still got those potions that were sent down, right?
Oh yeah, I still got him.
Yeah.
Nobody else needs them.
Yeah, don't tell me about it at all. I'm cool.
Yeah, I totally announced it to the group and said, if you want one, let me know.
You definitely did that.
We didn't know what it did.
I told you. I said it seemed to help fortify any resistance to that creature's howls.
Well, my thought
Also did that.
is also that they've already been sort of affected by the bloodlust by the time you had announced that. So maybe we should maybe we should do something with the potions about that.
Well, I got 2 more. I think one probably go to Dave.
Say that, but maybe you wait till one of your allies bites into your shoulder.
See, you say that one should go to Dave, but maybe one goes to Baracus. And not Dave.
I'll have a cannibalistic feeling. I'm waiting on Mike to give me damage. Got another big one.
You said 15?
You spelled it wrong, Dave, but I'll give it to you.
Hold on, how many is this?
You need 10 total.
Oh, wait, 10 total? I thought you said 15. Yeah.
Maybe it changed. It was 10 last turn.
Last time it was 20.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, 20.
So yeah, here's the last one right here.
Mike, pro tip.
Mhm.
Instead of commas, if you put pluses in between all of those, you can copy paste that in the calculator and it'll do it up for you.
Alright, with another blast from your maelstrom, you seem to eliminate another 60 gnolls and another 20 or so witherlings. As the red energy courses into your chest in massive quantities, please give me a disadvantage wisdom save, so normal roll for you.
That's going to be 24.
Alright. You, with extreme resilience, shrug off the massive wave of energy as it courses into you. At this point, you'd estimate you've eliminated approximately a third of the horde.
Damn.
As it continues to stream towards you, moving closer and closer.
Druid power.
The massive creature takes a halting step forward as it cracks through some of the ice binding it together. And from 10 feet away, hefts up and slams its massive flail at Trayvon. Trayvon, AC?
18.
What was it?
18.
I can't hear you.
He said 18.
Is it just Lawrence that can't hear me, or?
I heard you, but very slightly.
I couldn't hear you. I could hear you just now when you asked. Alright, you dodged the first of the flail heads. The second, however, connects. Please give me a constitution save.
Constitution.
You take
Nat 20.
points of damage. You got a nat 1?
Nat 20.
Oh, nat 20. Alright. Yeah, so you take 16 points of damage. Whatever other effect seems to have not affected you. And the third flail head connects as well. Please give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom this time?
Additional 19 points from that hit.
Alright, so 19 damage. You need a wisdom save from this one?
Yep.
Alright, so the wisdom's going to be an 18.
Alright. You feel a slight fog overcome your brain, almost as if you're not sure where you are or what you're doing, but you shrug it off, quickly focusing on the massive beast before you. Stop it, dog. Stop it, stop it, stop it. The creature gives another howl and vanishes from in front of you, reappearing amidst the party. seems to have teleported. None of you even reach its kneecap except for the enlarged badger. The remainder of the horde continues to press forward, most of them now streaming around the outside of the maelstrom as they charge and quickly rejoin their max.
Badger is taller than 20 feet.
Hmm?
Badger is taller than 20 feet.
That's about 18 feet right now.
Okay. Well, I too reach the kneecap.
Yep, you're not.
Fair enough.
You can't even see yourself. You're over here. All right, Somewhere you're up.
All right. I'm gonna take a look at the party to see if I can tell if any of them are struggling with the howls.
Give me an insight roll.
I'm sorry. What kind of roll?
Insight.
Insight. That's 24.
You see visible signs of affected in some way. Their eyes seem to be filmed over red, and you can see each three of your companions seem to be drooling.
All right. I'm gonna. Before I blindly throw a potion to him, I'm gonna wave my hand to see if he can see that. If he seems to notice. Baracus, you're the one that said you said he had the hunger.
Here. So he is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away and 20 feet up. Dave can triangulate that distance for you. Quick, Dave, go. 20 and 20. 25 and 20. What's the other side? What's the other side? Come on, Dave. But yeah, if you want to wave at Baracus, Baracus make a disadvantage perception. .32 toss.
14.
You catch a glimpse of him waving out of the corner of your eye. However, give me a wisdom save at disadvantage.
14.
However, you're not sure what he wants, though the sight of his arm waving juicily seems to attract you as you contemplate roasting it over a fire and giving it a taste.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna toss him that potion.
Are you going to move, or are you just going to try to throw it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna move. What? Like he's 20 feet away from me?
He 25 feet to your right and 20 feet up. Dave, 32-foot toss from where you are right now.
If I move towards him, is that going to give any sort of attack of opportunity to the big guy?
You're right next to him, so who knows?
Well, considering he's huge, so his threat range is even bigger. So I don't think he will, but you're gonna have to refer to the rule guide.
Yeah.
So when you escape his threat range,
You can't move out of his threat range. If you move out, you would get an attack of opportunity. Otherwise, you have to disengage.
Right.
But he's huge, so how far do you have to move?
I was thinking, I'm 25 feet over, and I can't move up, obviously. So yeah, I'm thinking about just moving like 15 feet towards him. I think I'd still be in range.
Which one is Mike?
This one's
I
Mike.
totally forgot about Lawrence's battle map.
Huh? I thought that was me. Mike is this one.
Oh, yeah. No, Mike's this one.
Oh, you're right.
That one's me. This one, this one's Mike.
I'm not even on there yet.
Yeah, you're right here. You're the one on top of the red dice because you're tall.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, I'd like to move next to Badger. opposite side that I am now.
Yeah, you're definitely not going out of threat range there. So
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'll toss a potion up to Baracus.
Urge that girl.
Lawrence, I appreciate that you turned him to face Maracus.
oh shit, son.
Facing's important.
Yep.
That's a 17.
Baracus, give me a check to catch it. Well, first I can give him a check to realize he's throwing something helpful at you. Before you get it. So
Okay, I heard a dexterity check to catch it, but what was after that?
check first. Oh, come on, that's second. Wisdom check first.
Wisdom. Wisdom is a 15.
All right, you can make a dexterity check to catch it as you realize he's throwing you.
16 plus 2 plus another 2. 20.
You snag the potion, the vial from the air.
I quaff it.
Alright, you heal 2d4 hit points. You feel the bloodlust and cannibalism instantly recede. You feel a sense of confusion as to why you were salivating so strongly, but your sensibilities seem to have returned wholeheartedly.
Palor be praised.
And that used my action, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And do I see any of the baddies approaching from the bookshelf area?
They're all coming from this direction.
All right.
Wow, that perspective took me a second.
I can't do it. Whatever.
Yeah, I'd like to move another, 10 feet diagonally left. Perfect. And I'm done.
You had 30 feet of movement?
No. 25. I thought I only moved like 10, 15 feet before.
20 feet.
Okay, then I'll move 5 foot up in that way.
Bring you back to the combat.
And I'm done.
Alright. That brings us to Badger.
It's gonna be a motherfucker. Yep, no, I see me. I'm very well aware where I am right now. Alright, so to the left or right off the battle yeah, thanks. The left or right off the battle map, do I see I'm looking for a bigger group that I can call lightning down upon. And I know the flame Gnolls were left and right.
You have a very difficult time spotting anything directly in front of you due to the massive beast before you. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, nat 1.
Now, you can't see anything beyond the massive creature directly looming over you.
Was that with advantage? For your big green potion?
Oh, right, I have advantage. I completely forgot. For being monstrous and green. 17. Thank you, Adam.
Catch sight of a larger group off to the left. Perhaps that's just because of the way the creature's angled, but that's what you can see as the greatest concentration. You will also catch a flicker of what almost looks like a hallucination of a tree with a large buck standing beneath it. Off to your right.
Based off the blood rage, I'm going to shake my head to try and shake it off because I feel like there's something that needs to be accomplished here before I can even begin to apologize to nature. Like, I'm blood starving but apologetic. just based off Maleki. So I'm going to attempt to hit the group to the right, the large group to the right, with Call Lightning.
Give me a concentration check.
$22.
Alright, you force the bloodlust down, and your will battles over the storm overhead that's competing with your own. And direct your will. You look at the weirdest things during the game with.
18 damage.
Were you targeting any of the infernal like Gnolls or no?
I was trying to deal maximum damage.
So that'd be a big Gnoll attack then, no. Okay. How much damage?
18.
Alright. You
Now,
got 9 Gnolls. And I'm about to lose my computer with 5 minutes left, so I'm just going over to Dave's camera completely shortly.
so I will call, and then I'm going to move. No, actually I won't. Can I swap weapons as my movement?
Yeah, you can.
So I shoulder my short bow.
Okay.
Pull forward the war pick of the lion.
You can wield in one hand.
And scream in the face of the gnoll in front of me. I will end you. In the name of nature. That's my turn.
Your turn, you probably, but go ahead.
What?
Your
I didn't
turn.
hear anything.
I can't hear Lawrence at all.
Dave, stop playing with your settings, Dave. I can hear me coming through all fine.
Yeah, I hear you now.
I do.
Alright. I think every time you put the headset down, it's auto-muting, and it doesn't care what the microphone is.
Because I didn't hear anything you said in response to my move.
You're straight off your up.
Alright, so based on what I recall of the battle map, would you say I'm a 5-foot or a 10-foot move away from the back of this beast?
You have 10 feet between the back of it and you.
Okay. So I will move 10 feet in.
I'm sorry, not to cut off. Aren't I after Ryan?
You are. My apologies.
Sorry, Adam.
No, I thought that got reversed because of when Ryan was AFK in the beginning, and I thought you...
Nah, we reset after the next turn.
Oh, okay. My bad then.
So can you switch the angle, please?
Left one. Yep, there we go. Hey, come back. I don't have anything.
Am I hammered, or is it just a blur?
It
to
just
everyone
looks like
else?
a blur.
Computer just died.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I need you to unplug so I can actually hear them. I did try to warn. They're going to die. Just switch to your speakers.
You've been giving him countdowns the entire night. So...
Or
Oh, Dave switched the speakers. Someone unleash the Kraken.
switch your speakers. What are you doing?
The strap-on Kraken.
What were you doing before? 'Cause I could hear everything clearly before. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Sorry, I was muted, but I said yes.
We can hear you the whole time. It's just
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Woo. Hello. Yes, so computer died as I expected. So it's all on Dave's camera.
It's on Dave now? Oh, great.
Dave's camera. I can't. I got no computer left. I didn't bring my charging cable by accident. Or I could actually log in on the phone and show it to you that way.
I think that's best because whatever angle Dave is on is a shit show.
I mean, we can clearly see the window.
He's trying to adjust it, and really it's like bad Cloverfield.
Yeah. Are we fighting the window blind boss? Is that where we're at? It's really bad Cloverfield. That's exactly what it is. Except he's smiling instead of like screaming.
This is the shakiest selfie ever taken since Michael J. Fox.
Because I can't, like...
Ow.
Oh, this is exactly like Cloverfield or fucking Blair Witch. I'm getting nauseous just looking at this.
Well, Blair Witch was worse than Cloverfield.
I at least enjoyed Cloverfield. And Lawrence,
It's a glorious angle, Lawrence. Alright, can you go more to your right? There we go, thank you. That's me on the bottom right-hand corner, right?
This is you.
That's you in the corner?
It's a good thing we figured out what figurine we were going to play, so we can see blurbs of all of them from the...
This is actually significantly clearer than what we've seen previously.
New phone.
Yeah, this now.
Alright, I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet.
I don't know what just happened.
You turned it off, man. Lock screen?
It came back and then you turn it off again. There we go. And then you turn it off again.
I'm not touching it even. It's just looking in and out.
We can't have nice
Nah,
What is it doing?
I don't know, but it's good now. Nah, they went back.
I don't know.
Are we on this side of age already? Technology eludes us?
All right. What do you want to do?
Alright. I want to Misty Step 30 feet.
Hold up,
north.
first and foremost, I still have my movement.
Oh, I thought you ended your turn.
No,
You ended your turn. You used your move
I know.
weapon. So you want to Misty Step where?
30 feet north.
Lawrence is scuba diving while DMing. That's impressive.
Wild magic does not trigger.
I don't know.
And I'm going... I think I'm going to Blight.
You think you're what?
I think I'm going to Blight, but I just need to double check the range, because it's been a while.
Yes! Brace the phone. Look at it.
I kind of dig this angle, not gonna lie.
No, this is good. Oh, you can move him? There we go.
Is this a legit card for what we're fighting?
Maybe.
Lawrence, is my fireball? Sorry, my lightning bolt doing anything?
Nope. You don't have it yet.
All right, I'm going to hit the big baddie with 8d8 necrotic damage.
All right. I have a save. What's my save?
18.
Constitution.
Light is Constitution.
We succeed.
After his succeed, he takes 25 points of damage.
Okay. The creature gives a howl of rage at this affront. Everyone, give me a wisdom save.
17. I'll type it.
Erper, you lose all control and must attack the nearest creature to you.
He didn't even type his roll. What did you tell him, Dave?
Lawrence just looked over, saw it, was like, yeah.
What are the other rolls here? 17, 20, 17.
18. I was going to type it, but you're listening, so.
There we go. Oh, chat.
We're like slowly losing your phone.
Oh yes.
The stand just. And that's why you need to buy one of the ones with the little kickstand.
Well, brand new phone.
He just needs something more stable than an eraser as a base. Get one of Dave's dice. He doesn't need all of them. They're brass. Spent a lot of money on those for them to not roll them well.
For them to fail constantly.
There we go. I got it figured out. Just don't ask for a change of angle.
Can you shift?
Just move the card. That's all you need to do.
It just rotates the table itself.
No, the racer's braced against the table.
Alright, so after my attack on the big baddie, I'm going to look to what is my perspective right, assuming there's more horde over to that direction.
Yeah, you would guess there's about 30 feet further north is the first aspect of the horde coming closer.
Alright, I'm going to hit the biggest concentration closest to the party with a fireball.
Fireball!
Fireball!
Fireball.
Alright.
So 18 save. You know what? I'm going to fucking use this auto roller. I'm tired of this.
Nope, no auto roller.
God damn it.
You had to say it out loud. You
It's auto roller only rolling 100.
See, why would you not want to roll? That's like the best part of this game. It's like, oh, I get to roll. I've had shit rolls all night. It's been bad.
Not as bad
40.
as Dave.
40?
Yeah.
Another massive eruption eliminates. That's what? 20 by 20. That's another 25 Gnolls.
Alright, 9 on the wild magic, and I'm going to use the last of my sorcery points to do it again.
Are you pushing back on the same side so they're even further away, or are you firing across to the other side?
I'm just going to reiterate the biggest concentration closest to the party.
Okay.
And if that biggest concentration is 2 people, then I feel like you should tell me.
No, there's... You still got well over 500 enemies out there. You can get a full box of enemies.
Right there.
33.
I don't really have it on either. You eliminate another 20 as your fireball erupts once again, destroying 20 more.
Alright, I'm going to use my base action to use my wand and hit the largest concentration within 120 feet, regardless of range.
Alright.
Uh, 36.
Alright, once again, another 20 are wiped from the face of the board. Still got nothing on Mike's over 100 in one turn, so. beats you on damage and total kill count in one round.
Chris, how does that make you feel?
You can only get. I can only do one thing with my phone here. I mean,
Indifferent, as long as his horde gets down. I'm good to go. I'm done.
that brings us to Trayvok's turn for real now.
All right, 10 feet into the beast's back. And swinging Morning Star, I'll say to it, I hope you have a good meal here.
Feed me, Seymour.
22.
You get a positive response.
It's 22 for the first attack.
That hits.
And 18 second.
That does not hit.
Damn. Good on you. 15 damage.
How much?
15?
15?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Did you roll the
I did
enhanced
not.
damage?
I did not. I didn't know if that was if it was a creature that should take more damage.
Yeah, you can. Did I give you that number, or was I rolling that?
It hasn't happened often, so I don't know.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
All right, a massive blast of energy erupts from the Morning Star, and you can feel it basking in its own holy glow as it drives into the demonic flesh beneath it. The creature gives a mighty howl of rage as its head whips around to face you. Give me a perception check, by the way.
16.
Perk go, Dave.
16.
All right. Out of the corner of your eye, you catch a mirage-like image of a tree with a large buck underneath it.
A mirage that looks like a tree with a large buck?
Yep.
Where do I see this?
Off to your, since you're facing, it would be off to the left. Off to here.
Okay. I shall pay it no mind.
Fair enough. Anything else? Anything else?
Not at the moment.
All right. I believe it was Urfer after that. Make your attack roll.
For Eldritch or melee?
Melee.
Melee?
Eldritch doesn't give you blood. Are you using weapon or barehanded? Ineffective against the flesh of the monstrosity before you. Give me a wisdom save. All right, you're able to refocus your mind ever so slightly. You're confused and horrified at your own melee action, knowing it's not your forte.
Anything else?
Yep. Do the rest of your turn.
Okay. Can I with the horn.
Why?
I want to.
Why?
I feel like Dave said something stupid.
He said something about
No,
stab.
I don't know if it was stupid. He just said he wanted to do something, and Lawrence wanted to know why.
I think I thought I heard him say he wanted to stab himself with the horn.
Because I feel like it's an embodiment of my the worldly patron, and might help me regain my concentration.
You want to stab yourself with the horn to regain your concentration.
Sounds great from a madman.
Okay. Roll 2d10 damage.
Holy fuck.
When faced with an army, Dave loses his mind and commits seppuku.
And just stabs himself. I need to reconvene right now.
I need to talk to my god in person.
Yep. Not when we're in the temple resting. No.
Roll 2d10.
Once again, why I said 4 on a couple thousand.
You got a 4 on your Constitution save.
Yeah.
I'm just reiterating so they can hear it. You fall unconscious.
We don't try to kill you, Dave.
You all can see as Urfer pulls out the rose-colored antler from his backpack, looks at it carefully, and stabs himself in the leg with it. Almost instantly, you can see arcing green-white energy lash out, rippling up his body, not only causing damage, but you can see as his face almost immediately becomes emaciated and sunken, and he crashes to the ground unconscious.
Don't you put that knife in your leg, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate portrayal, except Dave's not up now.
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't wake up, he just go...
Oops.
Oops.
You're going to have a vision quest in a second, but that's not your business yet. I don't want to share it with anybody else. Okay, Gnolls.
So here we are, as I predicted, 4 on a bunch.
It's pronounced Frankenstein. It's pronounced...
The first of the Gnoll pack finally makes it to the board.
Dave, were you mad you weren't taking damage, so you just decided to take damage? He's like, man, no one's killed me yet. This is a huge fight. We've killed, like, hundreds. Alright.
Alright, and then Inigo turns in his rage at being struck with a holy weapon and attacks Trebok. Trebok, 18 you said?
Yes.
Adam?
Yeah.
Alright. The first one strikes you. Dealing 21 points of damage.
Adam, how damaged are you right now?
A little more than half, I believe. Let's see.
Can I get a number?
I'm at 40 before this second attack hits me.
Second one hits
Alright,
you.
I'm gonna bend luck.
What, that makes me reroll?
No, I minus whatever you're about to roll.
You what? Oh, you mess with it.
Yeah, I mess with whatever you're about to roll.
Okay.
I need to roll a die 20 based on what you told me. 10 and under, my roll is half. 11 over, my roll is doubled. It is an over. -6. to your attack roll. Oh, wait, you know what? I apologize. I'm out of sorcery points.
Okay.
My bad. Roll as intended.
Kill Trevok.
Trevok, you take 16 points of damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Another 16 and a Constitution. That save is going to be a 15.
All right, you feel your limbs instantly tighten up. You are paralyzed until the start of this creature's next turn. And the third flail head strikes in, dealing 10 more points of damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
I'm really hurt.
Adam, your email is Snorlax, right?
Yeah. Lawrence, you have me at 14, right? Or have you not been keeping track?
Have you at 14 what?
I didn't know if you were keeping track of health. You
I
typically
know
do,
it
so
could be, but without my computer, I can't right now.
okay. That's what I have myself at. So wisdom.
Yep.
All right, that one's gonna be a 21.
All right, you once again feel a wave of confusion. However, even in your paralyzed frame, you're able to push that off. All right. And that brings us to... Yes. Okay, that brings us back up to Belmar's turn.
All right, so my Maelstrom, they are officially out of range. Is it that no one's going back into it?
They have passed it.
All right, I will stop concentrating on it. All right, could I make it to Urfer? I've got 25 feet of movement. Looks like I could.
Yes, you could. 5, 10. Yeah, you could.
Wait, who's gone sideways?
Urfer's unconscious.
I thought Urfer was the one way over on the other side.
This is Badger, and that's you.
Who's on the black dot?
This
The
one?
far left, that's me.
He's 11.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to Urfer.
I got you, little Urfer.
And I guess in keeping with our current relationship, I am going to say, "Get up! We're not done yet, fool!" And I'm going to smack him across the face with Cure Wounds as a 4th level spell.
Okay.
Guide by pimp hand strong.
Image.
Yeah, but you're unconscious. He knows you just died, and you're rather emaciated. What's your healing?
Hold on, still rolling.
You want seltzer?
No, I'm okay. So going to bed early, she's got company?
Uh-huh.
That's good. 28.
Alright.
That's why I said 10:30.
What time is it now?
At 9:49.
Oh, damn. We're not going to finish the combat.
It's 9:39.
9:38.
Okay. Box the law.
Dave's drunk and wants to go to bed. Fucking pace yourself, you fucking herb.
Hey, 2 beers.
That's like a handle to me.
You did not have 2 beers.
He did only have 2 beers, and he's drinking seltzer now.
You're drunk off 2 beers? I am so jealous.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Was, at least.
Even
Just
paused.
49. That's why he said
Makes
no.
me a 6-pack.
And
No, I almost feel it.
Belmar, how much healing did you give?
28.
All right, Urfer, your eyes snap open. However, your sunken form has not left you. You lose 2 points of Constitution. You awaken with a single phrase echoing in your mind. Stab him with it, you idiot. You just looked over at the buck.
I tried.
No, you looked at the horn. No, you said, I want to focus on the horn. I pointed out the buck, and you said, I want to focus on the horn. And I went, the horn, and you went, yeah.
I made a perception.
Yeah, and then you said, I want to focus on the horn. It's recorded. You can go back and watch it, because that's what you told me.
Oh, I will.
You definitely
Alright.
pointed out the buck to me. I ignored it.
If I still have any anything left on my turn, I can do. I'd like to pour one of those potions down his throat.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, you can.
And with that, I'm done.
All right. As the potion gets poured down your throat, the bloodlust instantly recedes, as well as your cannibalistic tendencies.
To who?
Urfer.
Oh.
I'm still on the ground. Anything else there, Belmar?
That's it.
All right, Badger.
Here?
As you start to move, your body shrinks back to its normal size.
Really?
That disappointment.
Don't you have a buff to make as a gnome monstrous people? You're racial as a gnome. Giant killer.
I don't know. I deal a bunch of damage.
Then do it.
I'm going to, but I just changed to my fucking two-hander.
That's fair. I'm just trying to give you lemonade. I'm sorry.
There's no lemonade.
It's just piss.
Literally. I finally was like, alright, here we go. Pulled out the two-hander. We're gonna duke this out, and then I shrink back to size. So now I need range. No, I don't. Fuck that.
I don't think you do.
Alright, here we go. I'm not gonna yell this because I have people here, but I scream out, Malegi, guide this pick. And I'm just gonna stand there and we're gonna go blow for blow. So I have another plus to strength.
Hunger cannot be denied.
20.
That hits?
So 15 damage.
Okay.
With another... So I'm sorry, 19 damage. And then I attack again.
Oh, 19, okay.
$22.
Hit.
Oh, I wasn't even adding the pick. Fuck. Alright, so hold on. So I get the hammer twice and the pick once, right? Correct?
Yep.
That's on 2 full attacks?
Yep.
Alright, so I'll roll the pick damage here as well. $15.
That's damage?
Hold on. 17. 22.
Is that damage or an attack roll?
22 total damage.
On just the pick, so that's not including the first hit.
Yeah, I get 2 full attacks. So I get axe, or I get hammer, and then, well, I get hammer and pick, and then hammer.
Alright.
So because I missed the pick on the first attack, I just put it into the second.
Alright. Your hammer scores another blow. As you can see, a dark ichor leaking from the various wounds and burns of the massive creature before you. It does not seem ready to fall, though. You hear it bellow out.
Mortals, you will pay for interrupting the work of the gods.
And in response, I roar back at him.
Did you say what?
I said in response, I roar back at him. My tiny little gnome.
Yeah!
Yeah, basically. I would love to do it, but I've
Do
got
it.
a baby. No, I have a baby and a fucking...
Do it. Do it. For Mike's birthday. Do it.
I'm not waking up my kid. She was miserable all fucking day. She did not get a nap. If I wake her up, I will be up until like 3 in the morning. We're not doing that.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Yes. Barakas Tatakas, you are muted.
I know I'm muted. I was just waiting for my turn. I'm gonna focus still on thinning out the horde. So, the largest group closest to my party, I will use my wand and cast Fireball.
Well, assuming one of the groups right in front of you.
Well, the closest to my party, the party includes me, so wherever I don't get hit.
You can see the map.
That's true. Alright, so I'm gonna hit... Now, go the other way. Yeah, about there. So you got yellow, black,
Sky cam.
like behind the black by the pen. I believe if I cast a fireball there, I'm not gonna get hit. I'm not gonna hit myself.
You would not
Is that
hit
correct?
Correct.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 33.
Dudes. Net effect. That red guy is one of the infernal-looking ones.
How tall is he?
He's about 8 feet.
I will move 10 feet back and 10 feet up.
Super high.
Nice.
I have no sorcery points left, so guys, my burst is done, so do work. I'm done.
Dravok.
I'm going to scream, no, I'm not done yet, and second wind.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm probably nitpicking here, but wasn't that knocked over dude healed? Or
Yeah.
did he get knocked down again?
One. Dave?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
He hasn't stood up yet.
I'm in action.
Oh, he's prone.
Oh.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, absolutely. You're right. Go ahead.
So nitpick this, motherfucker.
No, it's fine. I'm
Right
being
here.
dumb. I apologize.
Here. Yeah.
Right there, Fred.
Don't worry, I would complain.
So I'm healing myself for 19.
I just got to heal myself for.
Tried to let you off of stabbing yourself, and you just kept insisting. Next quit.
But I'm paralyzed, you said, so I can't really do anything.
Second wind was a mental action, so you're allowed to do that, but that's why I'm letting you.
So I'm not done yet. I second wind, and I'm just gonna yell at the Morning Star, "Get him! Get him!" And that's gonna be my turn.
Bro, start victim.
Give me a wisdom check.
$20, not nat.
You hear a voice in your head. Yes, sir! And the Morning Star lashes out. Make an attack roll.
That's awesome.
Night Maid.
20. Roll damage.
22. Damage for it's gonna be 11.
The Morning Star once again smashes in and seems to draw off unholy energy from the beast, dealing even greater damage. The creature roars once again, malevolent gaze staring not into your soul, but you're pretty sure drooling and slavering over your beating heart instead. Anything else?
You won't do it.
What?
Trayvon's gonna taunt him. You won't do it.
All right.
Why, no, don't taunt. No. I have 130 health and I haven't been hit yet. That's why I roared in his face.
Yeah,
I'm
but
trying to not have you guys get hit.
I've got the holy weapon that's pissing him off.
But yeah,
Fervor stands up.
Alright, guys. Do I stab him with the horn, or do I try to paralyze him?
Well, did you get
I would
those
just
extra-
stab yourself with the horn again. And see what happens. Maybe the first time it was a fluke.
Oh boy. Don't give me
Dave, do what I did, and if you are between two actions, 10 and below, you do X, 11 and above, you do Y. Go.
That's what I was doing.
The avatar literally said to him, "Stab him, you idiot."
Well, if he wants to be retarded, I'm giving him that option.
Paralyze him. I can just stab him a whole bunch of times. But if I try to stab him once, I'm probably gonna miss. But okay, guys.
probably gonna miss.
I'm gonna attack him.
With the horn or with the dagger?
The horn. Bye.
You're also small, so you have advantage in some capacity. I don't know if you get a plus roll
And you
or
have
advantage.
flanking.
And flanking.
No, you have advantage on this roll because we are flanking the fuck out of this guy.
And you are regular size compared to colossal and or huge.
20. Then I got a 20.
You got a 20 on your critical roll?
Yeah. Well, I got a nat 20, and then I rolled a 1, so then I re-rolled. I should.
Roll 8d10, and then make an attack.
He did it, guys.
He
He said
only
that special word in Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse. Yeah.
He finally killed the big baddie.
maybe he's got to roll 8d10. They're all ones.
Deal 8 damage. Alright. Top of the order.
So 49 damage.
And your wisdom check?
With advantage.
No. You're the only got advantage on the potion.
I'm the only one that did? Shit.
Yep. You're the one that took it before the mental effects kicked in.
Okay.
9.
Green-white energy arcs out, lashing into the beast. And you can see shock on its face as it turns its eyes from the holy morning star to the small companion. Giving a roar, the horn is nearly ripped from your grasp as it turns. Give me a dexterity check to pull it back if you want to. Alright, you quickly rip the horn from its flesh and pulling it back, readying for another stab. As the creature roars as the green-white energy arcs up and down its form. It does not fall, though it seems to be quite shocked at the blow you just dealt. Anything else?
I'm assuming that was already 10 to 2, right?
You do the times 2. I tell you D10 and it's a critical, that means you do 16 D10.
Did Dave not roll enough dice?
Gotta do all the work around here.
The dude never crits. You gotta hold his hand. I mean, he rolls. He knows what nat ones are. He's like, what? Wait, I crit and I hit.
If you had told him it was double damage
What's
against
that?
himself, we'd be done here.
So you just multiply, right? No, roll it again. What?
So 52.
Alright, as the creature turns to spin, the arcing energy seems to bite into its flesh, and you can literally see its form start to melt. With a gasp as the creature seems to dissipate into ectoplasm, you hear,
You've all been marked for the hunger.
everybody give me a wisdom save.
Come on, baby.
Fucking finally, 20.
13.
19.
That's everybody. Alright. Urfer, you feel almost instant hunger pangs. Anything else, Urfer?
I'm going to look for the buck again.
Perception. catch sight of it. As the mirage starts to dissipate, you also look to your hand and see the horn dissipates as well.
I got him with the pointy end. Oh.
It's,
Hey, you're so pretty, I love you so much. You're so cute, so cute.
I'm gonna say,
The fuck was that?
We're not that drunk. We're not.
What was that?
it
That
took
was
some
Ashley singing.
out of me.
A little stoned.
That's now on the internet.
What's the internet?
It's a series of tubes.
How much longer are you guys going to be playing for?
Go to bed.
I'm going to bed very soon. That's why I'm asking.
Don't worry about yourself.
Put yourself, bitch.
Cancel later?
Yeah, the thing we got when we had kids would fucking bark all night. That is fucking drunk, like.
I'm crying.
Please, like, get out. You better behave, or I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Can you?
This is my fault?
No, I'm going to bed this late. I said I was going to go to bed at 8:30.
Oh, forgive
I'm crying.
As the Lord.
I'm about to hyperventilate.
The remainder of the horde gives a massive howl and turns to flee the field.
Sorry, one more time. I feel like this is a good RPO moment for Baragas. What just happened?
As the beast fell, the remainder of the horde gave a howl and turned to flee the field. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. That's so fucking funny.
It's something. Oh boy.
Oh my god. I'm so thrown off by that. That was so fucking funny.
Oh my.
Lawrence, I don't know how you just dealt with that in person.
Lord Jesus.
Oh my god.
back, guys.
Welcome back.
You know what? I'm gonna skip it. I can't even get myself back in the mind frame. That was so fucking funny. Oh God, Lord. That was so great.
Well, that's one way to preoccupy Brackus. Just send a horde at him every time.
Oh my god.
So funny.
Well, you want to hang out with the boys?
I don't even remember what the exact quote was.
Seems to ooze away. You see left behind what appears to be a massive hyena-like fang. As you stare at it before you even have time to approach it, you hear a thump of something dropping to the ground by the pyramid behind you.
What, do we got a dumbwaiter for quick access up?
Wait, so the horde is gone?
The horde turned to flee. When you defeated the large thing, they gave a howl and turned to leave the field. You're welcome to pursue them and harry them if you prefer, but
I could cast another maelstrom in their area.
All right.
Let's.
Let me just gather myself for a second.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't.
All right, I'm gonna scream. Devote yourself. The wording is gonna be terrible because I'm still just geeking out. But along the lines of devote yourself to Paylor and save yourself from the wrath that he has against evil, and see if anyone reacts. No, nothing. All right, carry on.
I'll just cast a maelstrom in the group of them.
that's just mean. They're leaving you alone.
Yeah, but we were sent out here to kill them. They're bad.
Fair enough, I guess.
He just wants more experience.
It never works like that, Dave. Ever.
What do you mean? Is this,
Lawrence never is like, all right, everybody, you get 200, 200, 200, and you get 800 because you killed more.
no, but if you kill 800 guys as opposed to 400 guys, or it's like, well, you killed 800 guys, so I guess they're all level 1, so you get 800 experience for that.
No, I'm pretty sure the.
Yeah, but if I kill 800 people and you guys act as meat shields towards me, we all get equal fucking things. That's the way it's always been.
Yes, but also if you kill 800 people, they're mostly women and children orcs.
I'm the one that
But we shared that experience. Remember that.
did.
Whether or not you took part, it's traumatizing for everybody.
If there's a
That's right.
Nuremberg trials in this campaign, we're all shafted.
Yep. Traumatizing experience.
So ridiculous. Good lord. I'm still crying. Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, how many rolls should I do?
Mike's like, let's move this along.
No,
God damn it.
seriously, I'm gonna cast Maelstrom.
You kill another 80.
Okay.
That's an acceptable number.
Alright, I'm gonna go see what the thump was. While he's casting his maelstrom.
Yeah, can I move now?
You're frozen for like another few seconds.
Okay.
Now you can move.
I attack the dark.
Alright, so Badger, you approach the thump and you find what looks to be a large clockwork iron cylinder of some sort with a handle on one end. As you touch it, you can feel a thrumming sensation, almost as if there's energy coursing through the container. A note is tied to one end of it. Thank you for that one.
Oh, sorry.
I will
Didn't
read.
realize that was...
I think he said he'd read it.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Out loud or just to you?
I'll read it just to me.
Oh.
Well, the last note he read out loud didn't do so fucking well.
You read the words once again in the familiar archaic script. Keep my word. Here's the Rakshasa heart, as requested. Great job on fending off that horde. Goddamn demigods keep trying to come in. Don't they understand this is my pyramid? Great job, though. Say hi to the family.
I don't have a family.
You're
I say this aloud.
Picking myself up off the ground. Anything good?
This is the heart.
I will
And
nudge.
we have limited time to give it. You said there was a clock face on it, correct?
It was clockwork. There seemed to be a lot of like gears and clockwork around it, attached to it, like moving very slowly. And you can feel the thrum of energy coursing through it.
I'm assuming this container is keeping that heart beating, so we need to go.
Yeah.
Is Morningstar still floating? Like, just kind of doing its own thing?
Yes, it is.
I will absent-mindedly have it hovering over my shoulder.
Absent-mindedly hovering.
I forget how we get back. I don't
The
care.
We were teleported.
Whoa, I'm going to try something right now in hopes that I'm not going to look like an idiot. Dwarf, I assume you have a scrying spell on us. We have all the components. Bring us back.
I'm gonna sprint to Rurik's body and pick that up, and in the same breath, point to the fang quickly and see what it does. Remind the party.
Fang was already gone.
No, that's the only thing that was left.
I'm going to try to use my black orb to absorb whatever the core.
Can we just see what my action does before everyone talks over me?
I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I just
Just let this one thing happen.
Going on here. So I've got Belmar running to his body's corpse. I've got Urfer smashing the orb into himself. No?
Not into myself. I'm trying to absorb the core that.
Pressing it into the ichor.
Not smashing it, but I'm trying to absorb it.
Pressing it into the ichor. Is that what you're doing?
Dave's trying to make another demigod.
Is this your fucking final answer? Is what he's asking you. And based off his look, the answer is no. I don't want to do that.
Okay, no.
What are you doing?
I'll just try to hold it out.
Oh my fuck, Dave.
Are you pressing it to the ichor, pressing it to yourself, staring into it? What are you doing with the orb?
Just presenting it to try and absorb any energy that was left from the creature.
Okay, so I've got Urfer pressing an orb towards the ichor. I've got Belmar running to the corpse. I've got Baracus speaking to the air, assuming there's a scry spell on him. I've got Trevok standing up, doing anything?
No, I don't want to add to this stack.
Okay. Badger, you doing anything besides holding the cylinder and reading the note? Were you about to do anything else?
I fucking hate you, Dave. Because all I want to do is stop him from doing what he's doing, but I can't. So no, I'm like, hey guys, we did it. Good job.
Okay. So, as the orb approaches the ichor, there is a flash, and you can see a glowing red portal seems to be ripped open at the place where the orb and the ichor meet. At the same time, as Belmar carries his brother's body heading in the direction of the fang, as he's reaching out, all of you vanish from that area and reappear in the laboratory.
All right. Yeah. Sorry to speak over, but I had a feeling that was coming, so I didn't want to leave anything undone.
Belmar, you come through without your brother's body.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
And we're going to end there.
Yeah, Dave just opened another fucking portal to an underworld.
What the hell?
The next character I roll is 100% going to be of the mindset that when we say, Dave, don't do the thing, I attack Dave for doing the thing.
I'm just going to roll a draw hater.
Press it into yourself, and you said, no, I don't do that. Tried to be helpful.
trying to make it more powerful.
Dave, we were done.
It was an avatar of a god. It's going to beat the orb.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to absorb the.
It was an avatar of a god. It's going to beat the orb.
Fair enough.
Brackus, please make a note that as you come through, you can feel the electrical charge is built up in your body once again.
Good. Good.
Tried to tell you. Great job tonight. Where are we at level wise? Experience level wise.
I am 5,000 away. Or 4,400.
Yeah,
I was slightly behind Ryan.
I believe I'm highest. So.
I was second behind Ryan, but I think my numbers are not right.
I'm 12k away, but I'm level 10, so.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm still level 9. I think I'm like 7,280 or no, 61.
I think I was like 750, 500 behind Ryan, but I have my number as 7,000 to ding to 11.
Oh, I thought you guys were already 11.
And Ryan, you were going to ding to 11 with that?
4,400 would make me 11.
To make 11, okay. I just wanted to make sure nobody was above 10 yet. All right. 8,000 experience each, both for the combat, defeating an avatar of a god, and for completing the quest of collecting your different components.
And then Dave says, fuck it all.
Dave says, thanks for the heart. Say goodbye to your home.
So you
Right.
did what, 8,000 experience?
Yeah.
Alright, what's the page for
I'm
experience?
trying to absorb it. I don't know what you guys are.
I don't mind. Maybe the easy setup for something I wanted to happen in the world.
Ryan, your next ding would be 100,000, assuming you're above 85 right now.
Yeah.
Sure, that wasn't your dog.
And you said what? You said 8,000?
8,000. I was trying to absorb the ichor of an avatar of a god.
You did try.
I just don't know what part of that sentence sounds like a good idea.
Well, because I thought the orb was consumable, and I was trying to.
The orb is consumable, and it was consumed.
Ryan, what were you at before you got that 8,000?
I was at
The orb
I was at 8,600.
I'll give you that.
No, it doesn't make